Hello, dear students! This is Ma'am Rachel Ann, and you are watching eTech TV.
In this video lesson, we will talk about collaborative development. For today's objective, by the end of this lesson, you shall be able to evaluate the quality, value, and appropriateness of peers' existing or previously developed ICT content in relation to the theme or intended audience or viewer of an ICT project, and share and showcase existing or previously developed material in the form of a collaboratively designed newsletter or blog site intended for a specific audience or viewer. Let's discover the different platforms that we could use to host newsletters and similar ICT contents. First, let us define what newsletters are. Newsletters are regularly distributed publication that is generally about a main topic of interest to its subscribers. So, yung newsletters natin ay pwede nating i-host through the following online platforms. The first one, we can host our newsletters by means of presentation or visualization. Isa sa example nito, I know a lot of you are familiar now with this, we have Prezi. This is an alternative to PowerPoint. So, instead na slides ang ginagawa natin sa Prezi, we are making use of one large canvas wherein nagzo-zoom and nagpapan tayo through the different parts of the canvas during our presentation for emphasis lalo na sa ideas natin. This could also be used for mind mapping. But, if we want to use a specific application for that, we could use the MindMeister app. Now, in the aspect of cloud computing, we could use these applications like the Google Drive na ginagamit na natin ngayon in our online learning. So, dito, very useful ito for collaboration since all of your files will be stored in the online cloud. Another app that is similar to this naman is the Dropbox, which has the same features. Next, we can also host our newsletter to the different social media sites, especially in Facebook. So, halos lahat ng tao ay gumagamit na ng Facebook sa araw-araw na buhay. So, this is good place for you to host your newsletters. Alternatively, for a smaller audience, pwede rin naman natin gamitin ang Tumblr. Moving forward, we have the web page. So, we can use these sites to create our own web page. And kung natry nyo na gumamit ng Wix.com, makikita natin na it gives us an ease sa paggawa. Perfect for students since marami na agad pre-made templates na mag-utilize. Through Wix and Weebly, there's an option already to automate your newsletters. And lastly, we have the blog sites. Kilala rito ang Blogger and WordPress. This could also be used in hosting your own ICT content or newsletter catered to a wider audience. Now, what are the steps that we need to accomplish in order for us to develop an ICT project content? So, first we have the planning and conceptualizing of the content, gathering of resources, research for content, audience profiling, copywriting, designing of the layout, developing and constructing the ICT project, and lastly, curating the content. And now, you might be asking, who are the people involved in accomplishing those steps? Let us discuss the components of the team structure. What is a team structure? A team structure consists of the persons involved in creating the contents of the project. Here's an overview of the team structure. First, we have the team manager. These are the functions and roles. Usually, ang tawag sa kanila ay content strategists. Kung i-compare natin ito sa inyong group activities, ito ang leader ng team. Next, we have the editorial manager, and these are its functions and responsibilities. Katulong siya ng team manager, pero mas nakapokus siya sa content and copywriting ng ICT project. Now, specifically, we have the content creator para sa magiging laman ng ICT project. Siya yung assigned sa mga ipapublish na topics, news, and siya rin ang nagpi-filter ng ipapublish na material. Once the ICT project is launched, the analytics expert will be the one to constantly monitor the site traffic and the demographics of your audience as well as their engagements in inyong mga posts and stories. This is a good way to make sure na yung ipinapublish nyong content ay nag-hit sa audience and na-achieve ang inyong main objective. And lastly, we have the website manager, who's tasked on all of the ins and outs of the functionality of the website and other social media site of your ICT content project. Now, due to limited manpower and resources, the following positions may be combined with other positions. And now that we are in the new normal way of learning, you can utilize these online collaborative tools as you create your own ICT project. You can use voicemail or voice message in Messenger, for example. Or you can even video call. In the corporate world, they use email. But as students, I know a lot of you are already used to instant messaging, especially in Messenger, Telegram, or Discord, for example. But a large group of people, you can use social chat instead. We have the Google Chat that is good for messaging as a team, or Google Hangouts for video conferences up to 10 people. In other countries or even in the Philippines, but in the business setting, they make use of Skype and Viber for group meetings and messaging. For example, in Korea, they use KakaoTalk, Line, and even WeChat as their main social messaging app. But these applications are also available in our country.
And that is it for today's eTech TV. Again, I am Mom Rachel Ann, and as always, thank you for watching. Goodbye!